She's so cold to me, I'm always in trouble, I never know why. She has two sides, changes her mind, and I just wanna get off this ride. Step aside, let the storm pass me by.
Welcome to episode number 27 of the Where Are We podcast. We're glad to have you along for the ride today. We have a lot to talk about. How big the universe is, so big that you can't even imagine, yet nobody really cares. We're going to go in depth about that subject, as well as flat earth theory. Yes, is the earth flat? There are mountains out there, there are plateaus, but we have an expert here who is going to tell us why he believes that the earth is flat. Also, my co-host Natron Adam is here today. How you doing, Natron?
Dan, I'm doing great. I'm back in America.
Oh my gosh, how did you manage to get back? Donald Trump threw you over there, and did they call your name in Red Rover?
Yeah, and I'm really good at Red Rover. And these border agents aren't fooling around, man. They don't hold hands. They lock wrists.
If I know you, you can run pretty quickly, so I imagine you were like, yeah, when you were running, and you broke right through the line.
Man, you know me so well.
Like back in the football
exact
days.
Sound effects.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it sounds.
That's what everybody does when they're trying to break through on Red Rover.
Anyway, this week I'm just at home for once. Not in some crazy, bizarre, possibly made-up position or scenario.
Well, we're glad you're safe, buddy. We got a meteor shower going on tonight, and we also have our flat Earth expert here, who we don't want to forget to introduce.
Dan,
did you drop something?
It's a meteor outburst, Dan.
Oh, it's an
bigger
outburst.
Than a shower.
Go explain, please.
It's just every now and again. I think the last time was in 2009, and the next time will be in 2027. It's just an increased amount of meteors, larger than a shower. They call it an outburst. You can expect 160 to 200 meteors tonight, including streaks across the sky, and in some places, actual fireballs.
Oh my gosh, 200 meteors per hour is actually what I'm seeing.
That's an impressive amount of meteors.
And they say that you can see it better if you are in states like Minnesota or if you're in El Paso, Texas. We unfortunately are in Missouri right now, where anytime there's an amazing intergalactic thing going on, we can't see shit.
Yeah, it's cloudy.
Dr. Cristoph Puttman, Esquire, expert
Flat Earth specialist.
Flat Earth specialist. We do not want to get that title wrong. Thank you for joining us today, sir. We're going to talk about flat Earth theory.
Thank you for having me.
Give us a little bit of history on flat Earth theory. Where does that come from? Why do people think the Earth is flat?
Basically, the belief that the Earth is flat and not round.
Eloquently stated.
Notice that I didn't call the Earth a planet, because a planet actually suggests a spherical body of mass. The Earth should be regarded as a flat, much as the English refer to their homes as flats.
Do you believe in flat Earth theory? Are you a big proponent of this following?
Let me answer that question with an answer.
Go ahead.
We're waiting and stuff and junk. Do you, sir, in fact, believe in flat Earth theory?
Absolutely. It's more of a lifestyle, really. I mean, we can believe in anything, but to actually live it is something entirely different.
So how do you live flat Earth theory? You just stay away from the edges?
It's a constant safety hazard, a huge issue. I'm sure you guys have heard of the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh, yeah.
More like the Bermuda edge of the Earth. That's where basically everything disappears past that point. So once they get to the Bermuda Triangle, there's really no telling where they go.
Bermuda Triangle referring to the edge of the Earth. Now, when I watch the news, I hear a lot about he who must not be named in politics, attacks in places such as Pakistan, but I have never heard of anybody falling off the edge of the Earth. Do they keep that a secret?
Yes, and that is one of the. Let me just get into. Let me just get into satellites. Danny, how much would you think that a quote satellite costs?
Oh my gosh, I couldn't even begin to speculate. I would think millions and millions of dollars.
Well, you're a little off. The most recent satellite that we sent to flat Jupiter costed us $1.1 billion. That's some research that I actually did. The only people with that kind of money are rounders, the same people that are creating this ludicrous facade to conceal the truth. And I mean, they must have tampered with the satellite images to make the flat Earth public believe that this Earth is round or a sphere or whatever. The real question is why?
Why would such an effort be put into us, these rounders, as you call them,
Right.
manipulating images and getting the public to believe that we live in a spherical place instead of a flat place and stuff and junk?
There has always been a 1 percentile of the mass people who control basically all of the money, all of the TV, all of the mind control and hoo-has. And they don't want people to know that the Earth is flat. Why? Because it empowers the person. They know the truth. The Earth is flat. Now what do they want to do? Well, they want to see the edge. So they go to the edge. Then what happens? Then they die. Causes mass panic. People don't know what God is anymore. And one thing leads to another. It's the end of the world.
Are they keeping us from the edge? I mean, how have I not seen the edge?
Danny, have you ever been outside of the United States of America?
No.
Is that by chance?
I mean, it could
personally
be.
think these out of continent travelers, these people from these foreign countries, do they really exist? Are they real? Are they really coming from this opposite side of the planet? Have you heard of this place, China?
Sure.
Oh, hell no. I'm out on my boat and I'm trying to fish and I'm cruising the ocean, okay? Why is it that if the Earth is flat that I can only see the very top of the tower and I'm coming over the horizon, then suddenly I see the whole tower? That explains that the world is round, see?
That's a great point and stuff and junk.
I mean, he's talking about the Earth is flat and I'm just sitting here and I'm going, oh, hell no.
Well, that sounds like some Galileo bullshit. And
He did not
Galileo
just
has
say
been
that.
a strong
Galileo is my
rounder.
hero. Please don't
He was the
criticize.
original, one of the original rounders, correct?
He is the original rounder, unfortunately.
And
Yeah,
stuff
was-
and junk
He was a bit popular back in the day.
with everyone but the Catholic Church, as I understand it.
Right.
Well, I am Catholic.
My blood pressure's going through the roof.
Now, stay calm, Dan. Stuff and junk. There ain't no time to be flying off the handle. We're here to learn.
Okay, that's true.
Stuff and junk.
I got something heavy to say. Okay?
All right, say it. Lay it on me, brother.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this right now. While everyone is affected, most of us convince ourselves that bad things won't happen to us. Saying we ain't gonna fall off the edge of the earth. Okay, that ain't gonna happen to us because this earth's round. Okay, I'm a rounder here. And I'm gonna say the universe gives no fucks about you, and that's probably why you gives no fucks about the universe.
Uh-huh.
Word.
But I tell you, the one thing he be laying on us that be true is that this world be round. And if there's one thing we can hold on to, it's that we won't be falling off no edges.
Everything presumably started off with a big old bang, okay? A single point in space and time, and it barks.
Boom!
Yeah, it says boom, and it barks forth a lot of hot, violent soup. Good soup. Lots of particles in that soup, lots of energy. And it take a few 100 million years just to cool that soup down to where you can taste it and you see that light. And that soup start turning into stars, you know? And it cooled down. It cooled down just enough to get this become giant balls of fire.
They get real cool.
All these star clusters form and they become galaxies. And these rocks in space start running into each other and they form all these planets that I think are round. Because rocks are round. Earth is born, son. It's born and it's round. And I see it and I love it every day.
I heard a theory that the universe is constantly expanding.
Right.
From the point of wherever this Big Bang happened. Wouldn't it make sense for expanding planets to be frisbee shaped?
No, it's not the planets that are expanding. It's the space in between, sir.
Right. But the planets go through space, and when I throw stuff, I prefer it to be shaped like a frisbee. It's just me.
Well, I prefer it to be like a baseball.
Oh, God.
You
There
can play
go.
frisbee all day. I'll play baseball, okay?
So let me
Now-
jump in here real quick and stuff and junk. So Chris, I heard you mention flat Jupiter. Is it a theory of yours that every planet is flat, or are just some of them flat?
Everything
Everything.
is flat, including your hair, your eyebrows, your soul, your computer, your hopes and desires. Everything is flat. Your
My
voice.
personality, my notes when I sing.
Shit. I just spilled my water everywhere. There's a lot of electrical stuff and junk in here. Am I on? Is this inspirational Facebook posts? Can someone help me out here? For the love of Jesus.
Let's jump into our inspirational Facebook posts. Do you guys have any this week?
Shit. I forgot.
I feel like I'm going to give you a homework card right now.
Get it signed by my parents.
You're going to have to get it signed by your parents, and it's automatically going to reduce your grade 25 points. So not only did you not want to do the homework in the first place, but now you're only going to get a maximum score of 75%, and now you're going to want to do it even less.
Yeah. Just ruined all of my motivation.
Chris, you have an
I did.
inspirational Facebook post for us?
Well, it's not a Facebook post, but I've got a motivational poster here that I can read to you.
Motivational
Beautiful.
poster. Beautiful. Is it Michael Jordan, perhaps?
It's
There a
it's
cat on
a
it?
poster actually right on my wall. It's a flat poster, and it says, "Shoot for the moon. Statistically speaking, you'll hit it eventually because it's flat."
Is that really what the poster
And
says?
that just gives
How do you feel about 3D puzzles, Chris?
their 2D.
Abomination?
They're 2D puzzles to me. I feel like everyone's just a three-dimensional being simply having a 2D experience.
Well,
I'm not even sure what that means.
yeah. Might explain why I can't catch very many fish when I go fishing.
Danny, do you have a inspirational post this week?
I
Did you
sure do.
homework?
We only need one.
Oh, right.
I know you guys came in
Yeah.
unprepared. That's okay. I brought all I needed.
There's truly only one.
True American Facebook poster, Sherman D. Berry.
I was just going to ask Chris if he was familiar with the poetic works of Sherman D. Berry.
Yes.
Then you should really enjoy this one.
Another wonderful day coming to a close. So good night, friends. Was a good do-nothing day. I was able to get my hurt foot in my Western boots. First time in 3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
The shit kicking or corner roach killing can begin. Laugh my balls off.
Wow.
Now looking forward to another wonderful day tomorrow. Everybody, life is good and gets better every day. I know.
When I can't get my shoes on, I immediately go to my calendar and go, day 1,
What?
couldn't get boots on.
Is that a diary?
Day 2. Still can't get boots on.
Week 3, Inspirational Facebook post.
I'm going out with my boots on.
So I'm just real mad about how big this universe is and how much people don't care about how big this universe is. I mean, we got reality TV shows on right now. Kim Kardashian, hanging out with whoever she's hanging out with these days, whoever's she's making a baby daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You feeling this?
Well, her baby daddy could be making a baby daddy.
For real, though. She's getting paid all this money, and she's sitting home on that fat ass. And I'm sitting here, and I'm doing the same thing she's doing. I'm funnier than she is.
Yeah.
I ain't getting nothing for it.
Right.
And
But her dad's a mom.
I mean, nearest star here is Alpha Centauri, for Jesus Lord's sake. And that star would be 350 miles away if you imagined it to be the size of a penny. If you imagine Alpha Centauri was the size of a penny, that penny would be 350 miles away. At this scale, the
Something
Milky Way
like-
galaxy would be 7.5 million miles across. I'm just saying, people don't think the universe be like it does, but it do.
And stuff and junk.
I mean, Seth Rogen made this movie called Sausage Party with a hot dog, and it really cuts the mustard or something, but I ain't going to watch that.
Nah,
I'm going to watch it. That seemed like a good movie.
For real,
Nah,
though.
man. I'll wait for the DVD.
Well, that's what I meant too, but I'm not going to go watch it in a theater. That's just dangerous.
I'm sure you watch all your movies on disc because they'd be flat.
Oh, he loves flat discs.
I do. I just love flat things.
Do you indulge in a flat diet?
What?
Do you indulge in a flat diet, sir?
Yes. It's mostly composed of vanilla wafers, saltine crackers,
Pizza?
really, really flat foods, and yeah, water.
Do you run your tires a little low?
Yes, if my tire ever gets low, I am sure to inflate it. I mean,
But then it gets
I mean,
round.
deflate it.
Deflate it. Okay.
Yes,
That
yes.
makes more sense.
To further flatten.
I thought you were saying the one thing that you didn't keep flat was your tires.
No, those are really flat. I actually can't drive.
What kind of hairstyle do you wear? A flat top?
Well, yeah, it's a flat top, I guess.
Okay. I will say, Chris, you sound very sophisticated. And although I very much disagree with you, and you have torn my heart out with this flat earth theory, you've won my respect.
Thank you.
Oh,
It's a passion of mine, and like I said, it's not really a theory for me, more of a lifestyle. So.
It ain't real.
you feel love in here.
It ain't real.
Agree to disagree. I mean,
For real, though. It ain't real.
for flat though. In fact, there was a study, if I'm correct, in Japan back in 2013 when they confirmed that the cosmos was a projection, hologram.
I'll be damned.
Mind blown.
Yeah, and that's a real study. It's a
But let me ask you something, son. If Earth is flat and all the planets and all the things, let me ask you something now. Is heaven flat? Are you telling me that Jesus Christ is flat? You telling me that all the angels and all the people that ever lived are flat?
well,
Oh, hell no.
that's a touchy subject. But we are currently in development of a super intelligence team who is working with the supernatural to figure out if heaven is in fact flat. These things take time.
So I was speaking of God and all. I got a message right here. I've been thinking about it for a long time. Why did you make the universe so big and people so small on this little blue dot? If we're so important in your image, God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why does it
Someone's
take the
got,
light from stars longer to shine on the earth than 6,000 years? Like it kind of explains in the Bible. How'd you get all them animal species on one damn boat? Did you ever wonder
And
why
why'd
some
you keep
people...
the mosquitoes?
What?
Yeah, no shit.
I got the Zika. Wasn't that an alcoholic drink from back in the early 90s? Zika?
I think that was a Zima.
Yeah.
Zima.
I'll take a Zika on the rocks.
I got the Zika. Makes
Hey,
me a little
if you're in
squirrely
Clay County,
sometimes.
Missouri, you need to watch out. They confirmed their first case is Zika.
Oh, shoot. The whole world's going to hell.
In a
I ain't
handbag.
afraid of no Zika.
Does anybody think they can breathe through their butt? Did you all know the first mooning in recorded history was 66 AD?
Wow.
Yeah. It was a Roman soldier who mooned Jewish pilgrims on their way to Jerusalem.
That's great.
And it caused a riot, an over-response by the Roman military, and the death of thousands of people.
Oh my.
Yeah. You know, it's
I
like...
probably, if you would have asked me, I would have probably guessed that the first people accosted by someone's nude ass would have been the Jewish people.
I don't know what
I
to
wonder-
do. Here's my ass. Is the earth flat? We want to know your opinions, so please send them in to us. You can do that by visiting us on Facebook at facebook.com/whereareweshow or on Twitter at whereareweshow. If you don't listen to this show, we're going to make...
You might never know.
Yeah, you might never know. That's a good rhyme. I was going to put in some sort of threat, but maybe it's nicer not to. Maybe I'll make more friends with honey.
Well, we've been threatening people for years.
More
so-
flies with honey. We just kind of half-assed this whole thing, but it was awesome.
Always. Yeah, it was awesome.
And I have to say, I got a pretty big ass, so when I half-ass something, you're still getting something impressive.
Damn!